live in Orange County and have been thinking about relocating to Miami or purchasing a second home there, you're probably asking the same question I hear again and again. Where do I begin? And how do I know which part of Miami is right for me? Because Miami is not one single market, it's many. Brickell, Miami Beach, Big Harbor Island, Bal Harbor, Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, Key Biscayne, and Sunny Isle all offer completely different lifestyles, properties, and ownership experiences. And before you fall in love with a beautiful building, an incredible view, or a spectacular list of amenities, there are several important decisions you need to make first. Are you looking for a true second home? Are you planning to relocate full-time? Do you want the property to produce rental income? Are you buying for your family, for your retirement, or for a long-term investment? The answers to those questions will really determine not only where you should buy, but also what type of property will make the most sense to you. I'm Paula Aragone, and I have spent more than 23 years helping clients buy, sell, and strategically manage real estate throughout Orange County, including luxury homes, complex transactions, and high-stakes real estate decisions. I'm also a certified relocation specialist, and over the last 23 years, my team and I have assisted with more than 200 relocations, helping clients navigate not just the purchase or sale of a home, but the many decisions that come with moving to a new area. I am also a Miami property owner, so I understand this decision from both perspectives, not only as a real estate professional, but also as someone who has personally purchased and managed property across the country. That combination of relocation experience and personal ownership is one of the reasons I created this new Orange County to Miami series. My goal is to help California buyers understand Miami before they even buy. Throughout this series, we're going to cover the neighborhoods, new construction opportunities, second homes, relocation strategies, ownership cost, insurance, rental considerations, and the question every buyer should ask before making a commitment. The first and most important step is to determine what you want the property to do for you. A home purchase for full-time relocation should be evaluated very different from a property purchase as a seasonal residence. A buyer relocating permanently may focus on schools, healthcare, commute times, airport access, community, and day-to-day convenience. Second home buyer may care more about security, amenities, property management, and the ability to lock the door and leave without worrying about ongoing maintenance. An investor may focus on rental restriction, management fees, occupancy, demand, and the true return after all expenses. Let's not forget short-term rentals and Airbnbs. And many buyers right now are actually looking for a combination. They may want to use the property several months each year, allow family members to enjoy it, and potentially rent it when it's not being used. But not every building allows that flexibility. A property can be an excellent second home and a very poor rental investment. Another property may perform well as a rental, but not provide the privacy, peace, or lifestyle that you'll actually want when you're there. That is why the strategy must come before the property. The second decision is lifestyle. California buyers sometimes begin by asking, what is the best area in Miami? But there's not a single one best area. The better question is, which area best fits the way I want to live? Brickell offers a high-energy urban lifestyle with restaurant, offices, shopping, and residential towers, all within a relatively compact area. Miami Beach offers access to the ocean, nightlife, culture, and a very distinct coastal experience. But the lifestyle can vary considerably depending on the specific neighborhood and the building. Big Harbor Island offers a quieter and more intimate residential setting with proximity to the beach, Bal Harbor shops, dining, and everyday conveniences. Bal Harbour is known for privacy, luxury, oceanfront living, and world-class hotels and shopping. Coconut Grove feels greener, more established, and more connected to village, life, parks, dining, and nature landscaping. Coral Gables offers beautiful residential neighborhoods, architecture, schools, restaurants, and more traditional community environment. Key Biscayne provides an island lifestyle that can feel particularly appealing to buyers seeking privacy, beaches, and family-oriented atmosphere. Golf carts run all day long. Sunny Isle offers new luxury towers, oceanfront residence, and a highly international market. These areas are not interchangeable. A buyer who loves Brickell may not enjoy the quieter pace of Bay Harbor. A buyer attracted to Coconut Grove, greenery, and neighborhood character may not want a high-rise experience in Sunny Isle. A buyer looking for a lock-and-live second home may make a very different decision from someone relocating with children and building a full-time life in Miami. The third area buyers need to understand is the complete cost of ownership. The purchase price is only one factor in the decision. Depending on the property, you may also need to consider HOA fees, property taxes, insurance, flood exposure and insurance, property management, maintenance, furnishings, and potential rental management cost. In a new construction purchase, buyers also need to understand the deposit schedule, anticipated completion timeline, what's included with the residence, and what additional expenses may be due before or at closing. This is especially important for California buyers because the ownership structure can feel very different from what they're accustomed to in Orange County. A building may appear attractively priced, but the monthly carrying cost may change the overall picture. Another residence may be more expensive initially, but offer better services, security, and management that make it more practical as a second home. The goal is not simply to identify what you can purchase. The goal here is to understand what the property will realistically cost to own and whether that cost makes sense for how you intend to use it. Another major decision is whether you want to buy new construction or an existing residence. New construction can be especially attractive to buyers who want modern design, updated system, high-end amenities, and the ability to select a residence before the building is completed. It can also provide time to plan the move, organize financing, and prepare for future use. But buyers need to understand that Miami's new construction can involve staged deposits, construction timelines, and decisions that must be made well before the final closing. You also need to evaluate the developer, the location, the floor plan, the view, the surrounding parcels, and the building's intended use. Is it primarily designed for full-time residents, second homeowners, investors, short-term rentals? Those distinctions matter. A beautiful project is not automatically the right project, and a well-known brand is not automatically the best investment. The right purchase depends on your goals, your timeline, and the way you intend to live in the property. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make is not taking the time to clearly define what they're truly looking for when buying in Miami. Instead, they go directly to one individual development because it looks beautiful. They visit the sales gallery, fall in love with the renderings, the amenities, the finishes, and begin discussing a specific residence before they have really thought through their goals or compare the project with another neighborhood or opportunities. The development sales team is there to sell that particular property. What we can help you determine is whether this is truly the right property or neighborhood for you. Before choosing a building, you should understand how the location fits your lifestyle, whether the floor plan works for you or your intended use for your home, how the property may be rented or resold in the future, and whether the deposit structure, the timing, and the overall ownership cost align with your financial plans. My role is to help buyers think through these questions before making an emotional or financial commitment. I want my clients to understand their options, compare the communities, and make a confident decision based on the complete picture. One of the most interesting changes happening in luxury real estate right now is that buyers are no longer looking only for beautiful architecture, impressive views, and traditional amenities. They're increasingly looking for homes that support the way they want to live. Health, wellness, privacy, convenience, community, nature, and a greater sense of balance. For many luxury buyers, wellness is no longer viewed as an occasional spa experience. It is becoming part of the home itself and part of the way the building is designed, serviced, and experienced every day. That evolution is creating some truly distinctive new residential opportunities in Miami. In the next episode, I'm going to introduce you to two of the most unique wellness-focused luxury residential communities currently being offered in Miami: the Well Bay Harbor Islands and the Well Coconut Grove. They share the same commitment to wellness and elevated living, but they offer two very different Miami lifestyles. One is intimate, boutique, and island-oriented. The other one is greener, more established, and deeply connected to one of Miami's most iconic neighborhoods. And that difference matters. In episode 2, I will explain why the Well is developing in both locations, who each community is designed for, and how to determine which one may be the better fit for you. If you live in California and are considering a Miami relocation, second home, or new construction purchase, the best time to begin planning is before you start touring properties or registering directly with individual developments. Use the link below to connect with me and complete our Orange County to Miami Buyer Questionnaire. My team and I will help you clarify your goals, understand the neighborhoods, and identify the opportunities that best fit the way you want to live and use your property. And make sure you subscribe so you do not miss episode 2, where we will explore the Well Bay Harbor Island and the Well Coconut Grove. I'm Paula Aragone with Aragone & Associates, and strategy is what we do. I look forward to helping you make the right real estate decision in Orange County and Miami. See you next time.